As per our discussion, you told me you are an BI reporting developer, right?
Yeah.
And you're also familiar with Oracle and SQL Server SQL part. You are
Yeah.
also familiar with procedures, packages.
No.
Okay, fine. So, what made you to brought into learning of this dimension modeling?
I want to understand the dimension modeling, so it helped me to understand the business as well as the tables, how they create, and how I can use it efficiently from the BA layer.
Have you seen in your project other guys doing?
Yeah, yeah. We have data architects. They
Okay.
used to build data model for us, and
Mhm.
we used to use the data model for our reporting.
So you told me, but have you seen exactly, any change request coming? They are incorporating. Did you
Yeah,
get a
yeah,
chance
yeah.
to?
I have seen.
So let us take a scenario, okay?
Okay.
We'll take your project only. Tell me what all components are there. I mean, component means ETL, forms, reports like that. Tell me some number.
We have DB2.
DB2. Okay. How many tables roughly?
More than 60, 70 as of now we are using.
Okay. We'll go higher side 100 tables. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Some time tables, history tables, etc.
Yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. And what ETL your project might be using? Some ETL tool is there.
Yeah, ETL tool. Fine.
Reporting.
Reporting MicroStrategy.
MicroStrategy. Other layers for front end, any forms, Java, VB, like that, any?
No, nothing. MicroStrategy is the
That's
main
all.
product.
So how many reports might be there?
Yeah, more than 1,000.
1,000. Okay. Any procedures packages not you, somebody else might have written. Any
Yeah, yeah,
idea?
yeah. They have at the database end they have written. They have their views.
Views, some number for discussion sake.
You can keep it as 50 views.
Sure. Fine. Any other objects, database objects project is using?
No, nothing.
Nothing. Fine. So it's a bit simple one. How many cubes?
MicroStrategy has more than 4-5 cubes we have.
Okay, 5
So
cubes.
they
We'll
are
take 5
cubes.
cubes. We got one requirement, change request. Okay, this is not a fresh from start, a change request because already objects we have, right?
Yeah.
That change request, the business team want to add one more column. Okay,
Yeah.
a new column to one table. Say table A. Okay, they are asking us to change from integer to varchar to. I'm taking in terms of Oracle us to convert integer to varchar. Till now we are getting only numbers.
Okay.
Due to some business or whatever data which they are taking, they are expecting some characters also will be there. So we want to change in. So this is a change request. The data architect got. Okay. This is in 3 tables. Table B, table C. There's so many tables, but those are affected by these tables. Okay, table D. Okay, table A, one new column need to be added. Wild guess. I'm asking how much time it might take.
For changing these, adding these 3 columns.
I'm the business analyst. I'm giving you this change request. You are the technical in charge for this project.
Okay.
So I'm asking this change I want here. In how many hours you can take? You can complete.
Okay, it might take 2 days, 3 days.
3 days is means 24 hours, right?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah.
now can you give me the breakup?
Yeah, first day I need to see the tables which are undergoing the change, and I need to understand the data in that, how it will impact. So that's analysis 1 day.
Analysis 1 day. Tables already I have given, right? Table A,
Yeah,
table B,
tables I have
table C,
already
table
given.
D.
I know impacted tables actually.
Okay.
And now I need to understand
1 day.
what are the views dependent on these tables.
Views dependent on
These tables.
these tables. Okay.
Any changes I need to, if they are aggregated fact tables, any changes I needed to do in my lookup tables, I need to think about that.
Lookup tables. So this analysis 1 day. Not only integer to varchar, another one more change which we are discussing is new column also, right?
Yeah.
See, as an end user, what I'll say, I just asked only 2 things, right? They might ask you like this. So, but you have to give your breakup so that they will be convinced for whatever timeline you are putting. How big are your tables?
1 terabyte.
Okay, 1 terabyte.
Reindexing and reorganizing based upon the table.
Reorganizing. This DBA will do it, right?
Yeah, DVA.
Reorganizing. Okay.
Yeah,
Then what else?
The second day I will go for
Implementation. Altering above mentioned changes.
above mentioned changes.
Okay. Let me keep it here. Implementation one day. Yeah. Then
Third day I need to test. I need to see the data once in the table.
testing one more day.
Yeah.
3 days.
Yeah.
If during the testing, if you get any issues,
Yeah.
3 days is over, right?
Yeah, 3 days is over.
And you are telling, tables are all 1 terabyte. We'll take a higher side, okay? There could be some small tables with, 100 KB, 200 KB, but
I need if it's testing, if there are any bugs or like this, I may need to stretch one more day.
You will stretch, but the BA will tell, he or she, the BA might have promised to her clients, okay? See, okay. BA is our client, but that BA will be having her own clients, right?
Yeah, correct.
So she is already promised. You are telling only 3 days. You will stretch one more day again. You are unable to fix. You will ask one more. So definitely, like a developer giving estimates is different from a data architect giving estimates. Okay, why? I will tell you. Okay, you are almost right, but there are few things which you have not done previously. Only as a data architect or data model, they will be handling all those things. Okay, here like suppose this is very simple one. If you are having Java, VB, those layers, some procedures, packages, like you said, you are not aware of it. Like in your project, there might be there, okay, which DB or whoever they might be involved. So even though it is not into your code, you are only thinking till now be a developer. But once you become a data modeler or data architect, you have to think all the stakeholders, okay. Like from the business perspective, from the technical perspective also. DBA, how many changes they have to undergo. Yeah. Even they have to, if they have some batch programs, even they have to do it, right? Even you forgot one more step you forgot. Taking your project, ETL you said, right? ETL mappings will be there. Who will change the mappings? Unless mappings are not changed, how the data will be brought? If data is not brought, how will you test? Correct. So that step also you missed. Okay. So even ETL guys, they will need some more time, right?
Yeah, correct.
And while giving, we will not give 24 hours like this. Suppose from your end, you need 3 as a BA developer, you need 24 hours. Even ETL guy needs another 16 or 18 hours. Put together we'll give, because it's a collective effort, right?
Correct.
Okay, the timeline we mentioned, because 3 resources putting every day 8 hours like that will give different one. But when you are thinking, you should think as a whole, everything. Wherever data flows, it is your responsibility.
Yes.
So even DB, if he needs 4 hours, okay, because they have to create some temporary tables, staging tables, whatever it may be, right? They have to change all those things, right?
Yes.
So even they have to do their own. ETL guys, they have to map. Even while loading some error records means they have to contact the BA, right? Because source owners they have to contact. Because definitely once you send the data duplications, it will not come back so immediately. They will take their own time, right?
Correct.
What to do, because data is not getting loaded. Okay, unless data is loaded, you can't run your report. You can't build your cube, right?
Correct.
We have to build the cube also, right? You miss that step also. If data is so much, some cubes they might take 5 hours, 6 hours also, right?
Correct. Yeah, correct.
So all these things we have to take care and do it. If we include 2 more layers like Java, VB, even we have to contact them also. Suppose if they have some Java form, Java report, something they might be having, example, how many forms it is getting affected. Even that also we have to take care, right?
Yeah.
So data modeler cannot say this is my scope. Wherever data being used, all the stakeholders, data modeler has to interact with them. Because as a data modeler, I might not be knowing about ETL. Okay, I have to sit with the ETL lead or ETL person, okay, who is in charge of that particular project. See, these 2 changes they are asking. Tell me how many mappings will affect and how much time do you need for creating, loading and testing, okay, including data errors. Okay, while talking to the BA, will tell if your data is clean, we'll deliver it. If data errors are more, after data errors, we need this much time. Okay, you will say 1 day for data errors, but they have to respond back, right?
Yes.
So all these things, they will sit, they will talk to so many people. then only they'll give an estimate. Okay, so that is the reason, and also most of the time, data modeler or data architect, it is not sitting on the laptop and doing for more time. It is more of human dynamics, because you have to talk with ETL guys, you have to talk with DBAs, you have to talk with BA reporting team, they have to talk with BAs. Okay, so most of the time we'll be talking only. But many people think that whenever I talk to the people who approach for training, they say that creating tables and relationships, okay, that is only part of it, but most of the time we'll be doing all these things. See, if you are not doing this work properly, then how can even data model also have to give estimate, right? Just to do this change, give the command alter table add column. Okay, alter table add modify column. To give the command, some people they have told me 5 minutes to do this change. At least they answered me 3 days. So do you agree with me whatever I said? So we have to think all the data stakeholders. Simply if I do, because till now your role is micro strategy developer, so you have thought correctly. That's what I said. Mostly you are right, but you have to add upon other things, because once you are stepping into the shoe, if ETL guy did not load the data, how can you change these views, and how can you build the cube and reports? If cube is not built, reports cannot be done. How will you validate it? Even source that balances, if you are taking source how it is, and the new cube generated reports, we have to match it, right? It will take time. So I cannot do just like that, because if there is any data error, even one more thing, aggregate fact tables, if there is any change, I have to re-aggregate, I have to rebuild those things. Right? It's not changing only the structure. We have to rebuild it. Even cubes we have to rebuild. It is not like, just, modify the change. Some things we have to we can't use that. Because see, if you need table, this new column, obviously you cannot plug in delta cube, right? You can't. You have to rebuild everything. Okay. So this is the reason such a small two changes, they are taking more time while doing the design. Facts or dimensions or whatever, modeling, whatever modeling, this concept is same. So you have to be so careful to take care of all the requirements and give the model in such a way that it will have less minimum number of changes. If you miss out, assuming that if you miss out this one out of 100 requests, okay, assuming that re-engineering and we are freshly building one model, that's a second scenario which I am giving. Out of 100 requirements, you missed out this one, okay, and you already tell UAT, they will tell this requirement your application is not having. Then all the teams have to rework it, right? That additional time will not be there. First of all, we'll be running out of time. Some unknown things, suddenly somebody will go on leave, emergency, and so many things will be there in a team level also. So first of all, we'll be running out of time, and if we miss out some requirements, data modeler didn't do it, so other people, they have not done it. That is the reason we say you should be very careful while doing this. It is definitely not opening the Erwin tool and creating one table and putting columns like that. Okay, it is much more than that. You should be careful, because if you are not careful, all the dependent teams also will suffer. Performance tuning also, it is not so much critical, okay, compared to data modeling. Because I am doing tuning, something is not running properly, I will sit as a tuning person, I will fix it. But this is not like that. If as a data modeler, if you are missing out something, all other people also suffer. Okay, so that's what we say, it is do it please carefully. So anyway, we have some techniques, how should we mitigate this risk and all those things. If carefully done, most of the time we can, I won't say 100% foolproof, but at least some small things we should not miss out from our side. Client missing, fine, we can ask them buy more time. Okay. So that's the importance of data modeling. We say that learn properly, so that while working you can do it with confidence. So I'm done with my demo. Okay, have a great day. Bye.